welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Big Cat, did you miss me? Did you notice I was gone? I had to walk with my sister Jacqueline, Susan Martin, on her final journey. Yes, baby, we was very busy yesterday. But I'm telling you, it didn't really hit me until they opened the lid of her coffin. That's when it's like all the air was sucked out of the room. Who's gonna call me Snoopy now? Listen, it was a bushel, darling dears. It was a bushel, but as my family is, we know how to what? Give a proper send-off. I'm going to, one of my older sisters is compiling a video to see how we walked her out. And then when we got to the after bit, the DJ played all of the, the boring old music. One of my nieces just took over the mic and said, listen, brethren, hey, this is not what Jackie would have wanted. We gave it some welly, I'm telling you. Oh my God. After we did the walk to the graveyard and through the church, I did about 4,000 steps. Listen, I checked it, don't judge me. By the time I got into my chariot of righteousness to take me to my righteous bed, I was over 15,000 steps. Listen, I gave it some welly. You mean I dropped it low and spread it wide? Well, not really, because the progeny would tell me off. But you know what I'm saying? Give people their flowers while they're alive, darling dear. And then give the best shindig of your life once they're gone. Celebrate them in your best way. Anyhow, I must press on because let me tell you something. Wickedness has no pause or chill factor. They still talking bull swanky. Yeah, I know. Imagine that blood brass history. Them still a target. And the empty box makes the most noise. Oh yes, tell them at the back. Tell them, please. The planetary energies today, darling dears. Mars in Aquarius, Big Cat. Fall back. This is your sign to fall back from the drama, darling dear. The drama filled, the feeble-minded. They're going to come through with snide remarks and hurtful words. I know. If I had pearls, I'd be clutching them bitches with you. I told you. We are solidarity here. One mind. When you get fucked over, I get fucked over. Because I'm telling you, we ain't having it, blood. And when I get fucked over, my heart goes boom, diddy, boom, diddy, boom. Hey! Yes! Please don't make a Big Cat's heart go boom, diddy, boom, diddy, boom. Hey! Let's get a cat for that. Yes. The feeble-minded will fall back from the drama when they realize that you are what? Firmly entrenched in Easter Island and Stevie Wonder with the love and the light. Yes, baby. My sister Jacqueline's favorite colors was yellow and green. So I had to green it all the way up. Listen, I got there. Listen. Oh, let me show you something. Let me just quickly go show you something. It was serious yesterday, right? When I put my trousseau together to go and march my sister to meet Father God Most High, I left my house in this, right? It's a little Carvella boot. Like, I've become somewhat of a labels whore. I don't know if you can see it. It's a bit dark. It's a Carvella boot, right? By the time me dance out my quatty, this is what I left the proceedings in. I had to get on a slipper. And I had to give myself two ibuprofen, quick, smart, and in a hurry. Put myself in a full... I sweated out my curls in my wig. Are you kidding me? I came back with water stains on my shirt. Oh, let me show you the shirt. baby. I know I'm taking long to come and tell you my knee's sick. My knee's sick from all that dancing yesterday. Right? I didn't ramp. I went and represented the big cats. You think I was joking? I had on my green shirt with every big cat on it. And I danced that bitch out, I'm telling you. I'm calling all of the angels of joviality, love and light, darling dear. We had a wacky time. Big cat was there. Hey, hey, hey. Listen. And my family knows how to put a shindig together, darling. Did you think, oh, why? Listen, I wish you was there. You're going to see the video, yeah? But we represented for Jacqueline, Susan, Martin. Right. Anyhow, as I was saying, I interrupted myself again. Listen, I'm not ramping. I went with big cat ideas. And came home a kitten. I came home a kitten. Those times, but guys, I cried, but then I smiled at the love that was in the room. Jackie was the type of person that would be the first at your party and the last to leave. She loved God. She had many challenges in life, but she showed it through her big heart. And it's always the big-hearted ones that get taken away. The wicked, them live forever. So they can have their karma while they're here. As I was saying before I interrupted myself, Venus also moves into Aquarius today, darling dears, prompting you to look at love from a different angle. What angle is that? The angle of your third eye, blood. The angle of what? Your flip-flop, your common sense. I ain't having it, blood. Now you'll be taking a step back, allowing matters to unfold so you can have time to what? Research them blood clot. I told you, we are keyboard gangsters. If they fuck someone over there, it's on the internet. And Google remembers everything, blood. Google is your friend. Fist bump. Yeah, this is why we're falling back to research them blood clot. Yes. Right? When it comes to how you express your affections, right? You will choose to express yourself with acts of kindness and service to those you care about in a reciprocal kind of a way. Only those are allowed to see your truest heart. Everyone else that tries that shit, they get this and the whip. Big cat, you are Khaleesi or Carl. Are you kidding me? Listen, got me sucking my 31 teeth again. Yes, baby. Let's pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. So be it, moat. Energy up, big cats. Because let me tell you something, them empty boxes, no, they ain't stop rattling. Rattling F shit and bull swanky. RTS. Too busy flying high to see what a chicken head's doing. But guess what? I'll look for you, big cat. Someone's got to do it. It's a thankless task, but guess what? We've got to snicker at something as we sip our mochas. Because we ain't getting smoked, blood. Oh no, how now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? And you know my son gave me a mocha, right? Look at this. I can't listen, I put a little bit of water and I mix it with all my might, and then I fill it up and it's still chopped. I don't know how it does it, blood. Do you know how it does it? How it does? Let's use in the comments before we press on, darling dears. First in the chat, Queen Love, Big Cat Wave, Flower Child, Jacqueline, Arentern, I see you. Kung Fu, hiya! Kung Fu Panda, sneaking in again. Glad to see you, darling dear. Fist bump, hiya! Still meant it. Bonita, Gosha, The Happy Shaman 444. Who else is there? Jamie, Salinas, hello. Renee Lyons, Big Cat Wave, Fist Bump Ginger, Williams, James, who else is there? Nicole, Miss Neffy, Alexis Holmes. Who else is here? I'm seeing, hold on, let me scroll up. I must scroll up. Use the finger action. Right? Carol Mustika, Wagwan, you good? Big up yourself, Carol. You all right? We've also got what? Where are we? Let's go. Clan Crowther, hello. Hiya, Kung Fu Panda, stop it. I've got the strength for all of them, mate. Right? We've got Ready Red, Karen, Bella, get 'em, Karen. We don't have no bad juju in the chats. No, we see them off with love and light. We've got Evolution of Humanity. Could always do it with the raising of awareness. Leper Games, Big Cat Wave. Anybody else? Namaste, Big Cats, but I've got to press on. You know I'm a chatty cat. Let me sip my mocha, because I'm telling you, my right knee is well and truly swollen up. It's proper fat, mate. I'm chewing the ibuprofen like they're Tic Tacs, because one of my nephews, it's his 50th birthday tonight. Let me tell you something. I'm leading with a flat. I'm not going for a killer heel, right? Because the killer heel nearly killed my quatty yesterday. Fashion is pain, beauty is pain, but you must always, when you get to my age, which is over half of 100, you must always walk with a backup slipper. Walk with a backup slipper, or you'll be sorry, or you'll be benched for the night, dancing with your shoulders blood, because your feet ain't having it. Hey, make sure you walk with a backup slipper. More power to the backup slipper. Give me a cat, if you can feel me. Let's press on with a rune, darling dears. Oh, we've got two, and one fell right into my lap. I'll keep it the way it fell. Big Cat, if we're going to come through big and large, kicking our way through the bull swanky as we continue our movement forward, we have what Canas in the reverse. This is represented by the Hermit in tarot. Somebody is not leaning on the understanding of the universe. They're leaning on their own understanding. So you know it's hockey sticks of dawn in their cranium. And who they blaming? You, Big Cat. It's you. It's your fault. It's your fault, Big Cat. Whatever they've gone through, they're blaming you. And when they blame, they start doing what? The tongue wrestling. Right? Mouth marathons is going on in your name. This is why you're feeling a bit squiffy in your head. It's because their tentacles of evil is trying to bleed into your existence. Bitch, back them off. I hope you jettisoned into your Venus bath. Hey! Psalms 91! Psalms 121! Psalms 51! And then I like to pepper it with what? A Proverbs 31:10! Hey! The wicked are in what? Their codependent bushel, right? Looking at what you're doing. This is the Hermit in reverse, a full-on Virgo energy, darling dears. And they've got what? Health issues. Something's wrong with them. We already knew this. They've slipped through the what? Psychological evaluation stage. Yes, and they are free to roam on this Mount Kuf and pick on you from a distance, I might add. Because I told you, they realize that you are what? You ain't having it. Not having it. Not today or any other day with a D in it, blood. Hey! As I was saying before I interrupted myself again, this person is what? They're feeling what? They've got many around them, but it's the feeble-minded. The land of the blind, darling dears. They're having a lot of what? Setbacks. They're still within their immature nature, and they're being betrayed as they open their mouth to what? An ear-hustling bottom feeder. That same merchant of slander is on the balls of their feet to deliver their downfall to another pair of ears. And it's embellished. So So right about now, listen, they're living off the fat of the land. Yeah. Well, anyway, let them live off the fat of the land. Didn't they want you to survive off of saliva, big cat? Fist bump. Yes. Oh, my right hand is itching me. You know that I'm a Reiki master. We've got Skrilla on the tablet, darling dears. Take this energy. Claim it. It's yours. Yes. What else is going on here? There's all this hair on the table. It's not from me. I haven't got a wig on. Oh, good golly and gosh. Have not seen this in a very, very long time. This is Perfo, darling dear. Represented by what? The Fates. This also represents the Wheel of Fortune, darling dear. It also represents the letter P, the numbers 8, 9, 10, and 11. Oh, excuse me. I was remiss in my duties, darling dear. Canas. It represents the number 86 and 39 and the letter C. Somebody's also having what? Technical issues. Outsource your shit, blood. You can't do everything yourself. Go to Fiverr and get yourself a virtual assistant. Right. As I was saying, darling dears, someone's not having a lovely time. They're at the bottom of the wheel. It's facing in the right direction for you, but if you're at the front, they must be at the back end, watching your what? Metasphoric rise. You, oh Rose, overcame so many situations in order to ride the said wheel of fate, destiny, and good luck. And yet they're behind you. Yet they want to drag you back to the double wide coffin so you could look at their crack for all eternity. Well, I've got something to say about that. This High Commander Decepticon, airbender they be, teller of the tall tales, a full-on wee willy winky. And this bitch don't wear no nightgown, no! They get dressed in their sackcloth and ashes, mate, to deliver what? If shit on your name. Masters of the gingivitis. They're watching your rise, darling dear. They can't understand how comes you got the good luck. The wheel also represents a chariot of righteousness. Beep, beep. Darkest glass when you're driving past. Don't forget that rhyme. It's always on time. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Fist bump. Yes, baby. Let's carry on. As you must carry on and go on in the words of what? Celine Dion. Fist bump. Let me tell you something. It's a tongue twister this morning. Just bear with me, guys. As I was saying, the Wheel of Fortune, darling dear, it also speaks about you having moved away from a karmic situation, relationship, friendship, job, whatever. You've said, I've had enough, and it's over. Black bag season, darling dear. Yes. This also speaks about what? An unexpected turn of fortune. It could be the lottery. It could be for inheritance. The inheritance could be just the knowledge. And I shouldn't say just, because knowledge is power. And power is power, darling dears. This is why they're going to what? Great lengths to substantiate the lies that they told. Listen, when these liars tell one lie, they've got to keep lying. Then they've got to remember who they told what lie. Listen, they are anxious, pressed, pumped, and perturbed, because it's a what? A pillow of salt, darling dear. Built on quicksand, wrapped in used toilet paper as what lightning hit it. Right, coming off the back of a monsoon. Let me tell you something. They're scrabbling the dust, darling dear. As they try to substantiate what's going on, your work ethic, your accolades, your achievements, your progeny speaks for itself. Let me tell you something. Let them stay at the back. They're still going to take note and get their echo praxicon, but they're not going to quite be you, darling dear. Just like Luther Vandross's curl. Not quite making it. He didn't make the cut, but we didn't tell him off. No, we enjoyed his music. So be careful of the fakezoids, darling dears. They may come in with something that you enjoy, so they can bring a big cat down from the inside out. Told you, keyboard gangster, yeah? Pinkies up. Right, let's get some. What else are they talking about? Let's see. Oh, they've got work in the reverse. They're not loving their job. They're blaming you, darling dear. You put them in that situation. If they're about to lose their job or lost their job, it's your fault, blood. Even if you've got nothing to do with their heinous crimes, that business, that employment they was at. Their work is going down, or they're working like a field hand and not getting the return. They're what? Trying to swim backwards. Right? With no swimming lessons. They've never been instructed how to swim. Why? They was too busy trying to drown big cats, left, right, and center. But guess what? You still go on. Remember, Psalms 91:7. They fall to your right hand. They fall to your left. But you big cat, are still standing. What else is the problems? Somebody can't afford it. Yes, they've got to go to court. If it's a legal situation, darling dear, expect it to be a term for the worse for them. That means they will be what, in full-on homosexual mode, looking for a captain, save a harlot. Their legal team is effed up, just like, what's her name? Tasha K's. It's like Tasha K's legal team was working for Cardi B, blood. What was they on? They need to be sued and put in prison with the prisoners. But Tasha K did say some nasty I digress. It's not looking good for them in the courts, either on Keitha or Malkoof. And the work situation isn't lovely either. What else is wrong with them? Oh my God! All of these upside, listen, they don't normally come upside down. When I finish with them, every card, every whatever, right? I give it a quick shuffle, I bless it, and I put it to one side. I didn't know these were going to come out like this. Every one of them's upside down. Guilty. All right then, darling dear. Is your phone charged? Yeah. You've got 60 minutes. All right. 60 minutes to get back. Yeah. All right then. Yeah. Bye. Yes, baby, their career, darling dear, it's in the toilet, right? Or they're what? Putting out tissues of lies. They're perpetrating what's not truly going on. They're telling you they're CEO when they're what? Still on the waiting list for an interview. They ain't paying attention. You don't care what else somebody else is doing in their garden. You're too busy watering your own. Drama free, darling dear, letting our lace fronts float on the wind, blood, as we what? Apply our waist trainers. Are they mad? They're not having a good time in their career. Somebody's about to what? Get on the wrong side in work and their career. They've done something there that they're going to be sent off. What do they call it? Gross conduct? Or gross conduct? Or listen. One of them bad things. I don't even know how to say it, blood. But you know what I mean. Fist bump. Right, what else are they doing at the crevices of the devil's balls? Lying. They might lie. They might lie. Imagine that. Are you shocked, big cat? Seriously, you can't be shocked, can you? Oh. You've got Earth energy, darling dear, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. They're lying on what you've got going on. This fertile new beginning that you began for yourself. Who's saying what? Do we have an emissary of the devil in the comments? Hold on a minute. You've got my full attention, darling dear. I told you, anytime you want to talk, the devil always sends in its strong worker. You don't need, listen, I see who that is. Miss Missy, who is it? It is. Let me just get right up here. Go and talk to your mother like that. You nasty individual. You want me to get into my yellow bird, Angry Bird's yellow onesie? I think not, darling dear. I've just buried my dead sister. Are you mad? Go where you need to go, you emissary of the devil. Block, darling dear. Block up the Watusi trying to take me off my gang. So I think not, Scotty. And they have to come anonymous, darling dear. They can't come with their proper words. And I could read on them. But why would I give them that much energy? Anyhow, like I said, they're lying on your stable foundation. Some of you are actually fertile with their progeny, or you've brought their progeny onto this Malkuth, darling dear. This also speaks about your higher mind. They see that you're focused and grounded and not looking at them. This is why they're what? Stirring the pot. What did I say? Everything you've got going on, darling, your stability, your security, the rod and thy staff, they protect thee, darling dears. Yes, they do. They don't understand how you're going on. No matter what they throw at you on the physical or the astral, no matter what they prey on you with, darling dear, they have become the prey to their own ministrations of wickedness. It has to be. For every action, there's a reaction. Base of the deck. Because you don't show them no love. You've got no love for them, darling dear. You've kicked over that, what? That cup of hopium. This also speaks about what? Emotional manipulation. This is my Ace of Cups. This person lacks creativity. As you are stable, passionate, new beginning, this is like my Ace of Wands. Their cup is surely turned over. They can't get at your psychological password. This is why they're trying to stir it up in them streets, darling dear. Now we know. And everything going on in their background is topsy-turvy. As I sip my mocha. Because I ain't getting smoked. Let's get to the deck and let's move on. Let's press on. Base of the deck. Somebody's under judgment, darling dear, and they'd love to come back. This also speaks about an ex-friend. Ex-worker could be an ex-employee, darling dear, whomsoever that person is for you. The first name that came to your mind. They can't come back. They would love to bleed their F shit into your life. The judgment on its face is represented by fire, water, and Pluto energy. This person couldn't liberate themselves from a paper bag. Not at this stage of the game. They're going through extreme anxiety and a bit of what? The unrequited love, darling dear. They've got them hooded eyes of, I wish I would have. Wish I would have what? If they'd have stayed with you any longer, Big Cat, you and I wouldn't be having this tete-a-tete. One of us would be in prison and the other one would be dead. Brown bread. Can you feel me, cat? You can't come back. Stuck in a situation. This also speaks about what? Karmatic justice, darling dear. What fell off the back end? Oh! They come to what? Rob, steal, and kill. Fighting, arguing. They're going through a bit of Guantanamo Bay, at their domicile, at their workplace, in the law courts, whatever weapon they try to form against you, Big Cat. It shall not prosper. If this was a love situation, friendship, they always downplayed your friendship, put you in competition with others, caused a lot of conflict and confusion. So you had to come through with a big C. What's that? Change blood? Yes, with your shapely back. Law 16. Look! What did I say? Them not stop talk about you. Your name is in their mouth like chewing gum. They hate your eyelashes. They hate the way your nostril flutters as you take in the free air that is on this Malkuth. Talking about you. If this was a third party situation, the third party knew about you and tried to stab you as well. Look, I can't make it up. 55 is what? Let it go, baby. This definitely was a TKO for them. They didn't think you'd have the strength to overcome. This is the wash in your face like David. High Commander Decepticon Narcissist, which we already kicked off with. What's the matter? Why is Siri trying to ask if I want something? Allow me, Siri. Yeah. Let me get the teeny tiny. Look. You had to be Queen of Swords in this shit. This is highly intelligent. Yes, you do have a heart, darling dear, but it's not that easy to get to at this stage of the game. We've already discussed it, right? With Venus moving into Aquarius, darling dear. You fall back and take a different perspective on love. Not one where you're pulled about, where you're put in competition, lied on behind your back. Some of you heard the lies, right? But you wasn't strong enough at that point to believe that this person was saying that about you. They were saying it. And they meant that shit. Right? Look! This is why Divine says, pardon me, Big Cat, that was a spiritual belch because I speaks the truth, roof. Pinkies up. Turn your back on that toxic and temporary situation. That pillar of salt was meant to fall. Why? Your energy was keeping it up, darling dear. This is about you, what? Making plans and actively moving towards said plans. 2 of Wands. You had to move away. That goes to 7 of Wands, darling dear. Block party. Fist bump. Full on tinky winky, it looks like. Base of the deck. Becoming more immature. Mature. In your you can't be pulled about like taffy. Not every battle must a Big Cat attend. We go for what? Winning the war. We're kind of in what? The long game kind of a thing. Fist bump. Can't even get to shuffle it properly. Listen! Master manipulator, feeble-minded, also spellcaster. Some of them try to what? Chop it up with the words, right? Try to what? Bastardize everybody's mind around you, but they didn't realize that you would get rid of them too. All that listened and participated, it was a whole bushel. Everybody's guts to go, blood. He was like turning down TV. Who's not supposed to be here? Better go now. Yes, you got rid of them. They tried to manipulate you emotionally. And on the King of Cups, darling dear, this could have been a husband, a deep friendship, a family member. Lied on you, darling dear. Tried to cause chaos at your back amongst the feeble-minded that can't even walk in a Big Cat's shoes. They can't go through what you've been through, and yet you still go on, and yet you still don't look like what they took you through. What's this? Cheers yourself up, yeah? Cheers, celebrate the feminine within you, darling dear. This also speaks about invitations and parties. You're about to be invited out. Your social calendar is about to increase as you minus what? Those cribbages and cockroaches from the crevice of the devil's balls. Yes, baby, the full-on hoodwinkers and bamboozlers. Look, Queen of Swords, that shit. Wisdom of and experience, right? This is about you being extremely intellectual, darling dear. Listening to your spiritual downloads, your intuition, your discernment. You're able to cut out any situation and you don't feel nothing. You don't feel bad. King of Cups, blood. If they got a cutoff mate or a ghost station, they deserve that. They own that shit. They earned it. Devil's strongest workers. Yeah, this is why they're talking, because you turned your back. On the Lord 10 of the 48, the miserable and the negative. That's going nowhere fast, buddy. Split the deck. What did I say? Venus in Aquarius, fallback season for the Big Cat. Yes! Because that's the only way you can get happy, blood. And focus on you. And the big pentacalic, the Skriller.com, darling dear. This is accolades, achievements, and harvest. You couldn't have done that in that environment. You'd have been wasted. You'd have been wasted. What's this trying to come off? Leave them on the knife's edge, blood. I told you they've got medical issues, and not just in their cranium, in their physical. Some of them need to go and get a big injection to get rid of what's going on. That what? That party in their pantaloon, darling dear. Some of them actually have to go in for some kind of medical treatment. Listen, they're going to be rushed to the emergency room. To do what there? Listen, when they get there, it's not going to be great, blood. This is why when you sit down and what? Meditate on mean shit. Hurting people that's not even paying it. They didn't even remember who they are. These people from the pet cemetery. Those from yesteryear. They're going straight to the emergency room, blood. I don't know if they're going to be calling the what? Last 45 minutes in the A&E or the ER, as they say in the USA. But it don't look good. And not only that, right? They're all up in their cranium. They're thinking about bad things happening to them. Oh no. Instead of thinking about good things, right, on other people, wishing good on people and letting them live their life, no. They wanted to have their foot on your neck, your spiritual neck. Will return to sender, yeah? How you like it, blood? How do you like it from the nosebleed section? And you didn't do a thing, darling dear, except be you, love you, self-worth, self-care, and self-love. How now, brown cow? Bitch, as I sip my mocha. Because we ain't getting smoked. Don't worry about the smoke and mirrors. If you're in a legal situation with this person, expect it not to be good for them. The Sun card is supposed to be the happiest card in tarot, yet it's on its face. If you've got progeny in this situation, this person used them what? As a mental mind effing. They used them as a word pin cushion to spread all of their negative vibes on the progenies, darling dear. Leo energy, Sun card. We've also got the air energy out here. Told you. Them ship has stopped sailing. Whatever they did in the dark, darling dear, will surely come on top. As they are what? Getting the straight to the A&E, blood. And I don't think you'll be visiting them, lest you be tarnished with what? One of their what? Those embroiled stories as only wee Willy Winky can tell them. Because they can't take it. They can't. They've got the CT. Can't take the big cat. The fact that they're still going through the DNS, darling dear. They're dark night of the soul. And it ain't gonna stop, blood. I told you between 6 to 10 years, this is showing 8 years of nastiness, bad luckiness on them. Good for them. And this is old blowtorch. You know their nature. You call them Cupid, I say old blowtorch. Stuck in whatever's going on. This is delays. If they're trying to journey somewhere else, they can't go nowhere but the A&E. I've just called it. You saw the cards. What's this? Nothing like a loyal big cat. Yeah. Your emotions, that you gave them unconditional love. Come through Jacure. Jacure. That's Jacure. Go and listen to that unconditional love track, darling. It's absolutely fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. But unfortunately, I might add, Jacure is in prison in Amsterdam. Yes. He tried to what? Use the, well, he actually did in the town square. Knifed up the promoter. Because he didn't want to pay him his Skrilla. Now he's getting what? Unconditional time. Right. For about 20 squillion years. Right. You put a lid on it. They want your loyalty again. This is also your psychic ability, your spirituality. They try to downgrade that shit, darling dear. They wanted you to lay down and shut up. When you knew that in order to what? Get into the kingdom of God, you had to go within. You had to focus on self. You had to show Father God Most High, Mother Isis, that you was worthy. This is why you was diligent. This is why it's harvest season for you. This is why you've got the 9 of Cups. Wishes are being granted, darling dears. And these bitches are getting stitches. Yeah, bitches and mitches. Base of the deck. Somebody who abused their power in a situation with you. Mother, father, brother, lover, whomsoever it is for you, darling dear. High Commander Decepticon, son or daughter of Pennywise the Clown. Told you. What else? Listen. Emotion. It's all the cards upside down. What's going on? No, we've got upright cards. What's going on? King of Cups. High Commander, this narcissist, emotionally manipulative, a liar and a spy. Let them lie and spy. Because what's going on with you, darling dear? You got, listen, your latter days, job 8-7, right? You got your gangster going when you left that what bottom feeder. Because sometimes, right? Listen to me carefully, big cat. You could be the bestest person with the biggest heart. But if you get around the wrong person, they will ruin your existence. I lost the kingdom and I had to rebuild, thank God, by myself, so nobody can say, well, I helped you with this. But what I'm saying, taking myself off the point again, don't you allow yourself to be what? Even bothered for 1 nanosecond about what they've got going on, because it does, from your accolades, your achievements, even if it's not in the public eye, darling dear, you know you've got great. Why? You got them out of your hair. They was like lice. These bottom feeders, cockroaches, lice, rat, slugs. What did I say? 2 different decks, darling. Your loyalty is unmatched. They thought, they thunk, they could go out onto this Malkuth and find the same you in someone else. Ha ha! Ha ha! Laugh with me, big cat. That's what they thought. Well, they're seeing things from a different perspective now, blood. What's that? The perspective, what? Of 911 Freddy Krueger Avenue. Yes, the Mud Hut. 2 streets over from Loser Lane. In the district of the damned. Right? And guess where they're going on a field trip? On the spiritual short bus. They're going past the sign that says you can't F off past this point. Yeah. You've had a great insight into what? How you were stabbed. How you lived on that knife edge. How you lived in betrayal. You can't save everyone and you can't be the strongest worker in any situation. If they see that they can get in and tear you down, they'll keep doing it. You've turned around and told them to what? Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy. You put a lid on that shit. Your big self told your little self that we're not having it. That's your subconscious telling your conscious mind, right? Because they're a betrayer. And they're under judgment. Did we see this at the beginning? Listen, it's still on its face, mate. It hasn't changed. It hasn't shifted. I told you. We was talking about 6 to 10 years. We saw a solid 8 years of bad karma until they realized, until they stop directing it at the big cat, they're going to live in it. Why? Because you're a prototype big cat. The baddest cat out there, chosen by your lineage, your ancestral team, your security. Call them at any time for clarity and a swift kick up the what? Proverbial nutsack to get you back on the straight and narrow. You've got a purpose, darling dear. What's this? If it's a marriage, it's over. This person went past every one of your boundaries. What's this? Weakazoid. Love the company and energy of others. Energy drainer. This is an emotional vampire. They always wanted you to be what? The emotional tampon. They wanted your psychological password. Talking about psychological password. You know Zara still has not sent those clothes? I cancelled it and told them to give me back my skrill and they still told me 10 to 40. Zara's wicked, blood. Their courier service sucks. And had my psychological password until I realized I'm not a tree and I've got a whole chariot of righteousness and what? A bushel of pentacales gifted to me by Father God Most High. I had to go and rearrange it. Listen, calm down, Case. This person is amongst the codependent, darling. They're easily slipped off of their flip-flop. That same raggedy. They've just got the knob. You know the knob that goes between the toe? That's all they've got left. The codependent amongst the codependent. The weak-minded amongst the feeble-minded. Trying to rustle. They're rustling around to see who's king. Continue to scarper, right? And seal that bitch shut. Once and for all, you've got a clean slate and they're watching you on the World Wide Web. What are they looking at? You're 4 of Wands. You're 11 fade from the nosebleed section, darling dear. What's this? Block party? It's the truth. I didn't even know those was there. Right? You're not having it. They're watching you, darling dear. They're watching. They're IFing all you've got going on. And if they're not doing it, they're doing it through their friend's account. Even their what? Partner, the tree sloth they hooked up with. If it's a romantical, right, situation you was in. They're watching it through someone else's account or watching through their own fake account. Right? Watching the truth, right, manifest in your life. Clarity, darling dear, and wisdom. Nothing, no higher court than the truth. Especially when you know the truth of a bottom feeder. Continue to scarper away. And as I said, chariot of righteousness. Somebody's buying a new car. You're also going to be getting offers coming in, right? The Knight of Cups speaks about invitations to parties. And you're looking like, I think you should go. If you're being invited out over the next few days, put on your best big cat swagger. I don't care if you're going out in your diamonds and put that bitch on. Look how many years they had us sitting in the house, right? Put your trousseau together, darling, and go and relax your mind. Go out there. We have to go out there. Full-on isolation is dangerous. Law 18 of the 48 laws of power. You've got to go and show your fabulosity, darling dears. Represent the big cats, yeah? Pinkies up. They're going through a lot, mate. A lot. As they wanted it for you, as they still wish it for you, darling dears. Look. And all it's doing is creating a destabilized foundation. This also speaks about what? A reverse empress. Somebody who's not abundant. Somebody who is what? Prakala! Bring me your benefits. Well, they're not getting any. If they've got progeny, they're not balanced in their cranium, right? And they love no one. Listen, what kind of children are they breeding that have no love for no one? Is that a baby sociopath and psychopath? Listen. What they intended for you, darling dear, you're protected from. Know this. Why? Look. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, darling dear. You are the high priest or priestess. Chosen by your lineage. Never you forget that. And anytime you need to what? Brush up and find out about it. Get your birth natal chart, darling dears. It works wonders. Wonders. Let's get some final intel. And then we're out of here. Because we're at the 46. What else do they want from the nosebleed section? I beg you, please tell we. What's this? What did I say? Spiritual shoot bus. I told you they want somebody to sit in the seat behind them. Buckle them up as you ride back into the crevice of the devil's balls. Right? They're sitting in the seat of what? The betrayer's been betrayed. There's perfidy, right? Treachery, treason, and heartbreak where they be. Right? Look! This is 104 cards, darling dears. You saw me shuffling. Regret, guilt, and shame. Is their co-worker, right? Their ride or die. Let's dispel that bad juju. Right? Base of the deck. I told you they're drowning in whatever they try to. You see the ditch, big cat, that they try to dig for you. That same ditch, right, that you possibly pulled them out of, the full-on homosexual. They want to put their foot between your shoulder blades, bruh, and push you in it. But guess where they be? When you plan for someone, make sure you make a deeper plan for yourself. Especially a big cat. Yes! What? No healing, living on a knife's edge, eh? They're getting it in their cranium and their eye chakra. It's like a stream to their eye chakra, right? What did I say? We saw a solid 8, but the spirit is saying, no, I see 6 to 10, mate. Let them keep up the hate and sending it, right? All answers come from within because it's God's plan, darling dear. Know this. There is no higher court than Father God Most High. We see him on the, is it the steampunk deck? When God puts his glasses on his forehead, mate, and has to call in one of the archangels to bring him the Akashic record. You're up for it, mate. You're on the docket. Right? Marriage. Some of you was in a marriage with this person. It wasn't a marriage. It was a funeral. He was crying all the time, right? Marriage. Don't let nobody tie you with a ring here. Make you settle for their disrespect and rock pocketers and lies. Don't stay. Right? Because this is what divine is about to give you. But it had to come from self first. You had to give yourself that first smacker. You did. Yeah, I know. No, I'm not talking about the beating up in front of the mirror. You had to do that. Well, listen, it was all up there. It was all on the table to get your common sense back on. Get that flip-flop. You was in the land of the blind, darling dear, and you escaped. This is why they hate you. This is why they talk in your name. This is the same one that you was in marriage with that you're trying to get away from. They still want to be with you. They are obsessed with you, darling dear. Why? Because nobody never told them no. And they thought, we saw the 2 queens of cups. They thought, they thunk that unconditional love you came with, that forgiving nature, that helpful, that supportive nature came from everywhere. No, babe. You became the stripper cat. You're not having it. Right. Literally and figuratively. Let them stay there. Nasty behavior. Can't wear F with a big cat. What's this? They're trying to keep busy so they can't think about you. Well, they can't be at work because they're about to lose their job, or they are getting busy and they can't afford to pay for what they've got. Right? As you get a what? A blank card. Clean slate, darling dear. Pay attention. They've got mommy issues, so they're probably a misogynist. They don't like women. Look. Another blank card. Clean slate season, darling. They claim it. You've got 2. What's that? The number of the high priestess. Being blessed. Nothing more from this side. What about this side? Listen, we've got to get to the core, Scotty. What did I say? Didn't I just call it? Keep the same energy. Let them keep that same energy because it's working on them. Return to sender and all that, big cat. Pinkies up. And you keep the same energy. Loving on yourself. Working on your passions. And if you're not sure, check your birth natal chart out, darling dear. Validate yourself. Know you. This is what it's all about. Know thyself. So that you might and will keep the same energy. What's that? The love of God. Father, God, Mother, Isis. Then comes you. Your progeny has to come third, because if you don't love yourself, you can't love them and lead them in the way of what? An emperor or empress in training. The 4th and the 5th, that's the body in the bag, because if you ain't got the health, mate, it doesn't matter how many Skrillers.coms you have, you can't spend them once you're dead. You can't go in what? Even if you go in diamonds and gold, someone will dig up your body and rip it off your bones. Keep the energy that you've worked so hard for, darling dears. You won. You won. You came through the DNS so that we can sit and snicker as we laugh at the feeble-minded, as we sip our mochas, because we ain't getting smoked. On that note, I drops me mic. Todd love to Teesprings, Todd love to Patreon, or simply come back here. Big cat, never you forget. They will always talk about you because you're fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. And I'll have nothing else said. Empty boxes always make the most noise. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. Dab. 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 I'm getting to count my squillers, guys. Hasta la vista. Until we meet again on these streets. Remember, big cat, it's a jungle out there, but in said jungle, the big cat sleeps at night. Yeah.